from there. So, Oliver, first of all, just bring us up to date then on this case and others indeed right across China.
Well, the first case, as you said, was detected in Beijing on Saturday. That was a woman with no history of travel and no connection to previous chains of transmission. The compound that she lives in which about another 13,000 people live, has been locked down and everyone checked. This is pretty much the way that Beijing deals with outbreaks. There are currently 9 others across different regions and cities in Beijing, and the Chinese government is taking no chances at the moment. To get to the capital, you need to have a negative test and also a special permission in order to travel there. It's discouraging any unnecessary travel at the moment. One of the biggest outbreaks at the moment is Tianjin, which is a coastal city just about 2 hours east of Beijing. In fact, it's only half an hour by fast train. So ahead of the Olympic Games, the Chinese government is being very, very careful. It doesn't really want any nasty surprises ahead of the Games.
Yeah, as you said there, Oliver, those games, of course, very much in view. Also regular huge New Year celebrations.
That's right. The Chinese New Year, or Lunar New Year as it's more accurately known, is generally has the largest movement of people on Earth. It's often the only time that migrant workers can get home to see their family during the year. Since the start of the epidemic 2 years ago, that hasn't really been the case. There's been a lot less travel. The Chinese government is discouraging anyone from making anything more than the shortest of trips, even in areas that are not affected by the virus as of yet. And of course the Olympic Games, which start just at the very tail end of the Lunar New Year celebrations on the 4th of February, is also a big consideration as well. Every athlete and official coming in to China for the Games will be in a vaccine bubble, so to speak. They're not going to be able to travel outside it. There are 3 different locations for venues in the Games, one of them in Beijing itself and the other 2 about within an hour or 2 hours drive away. So they're doing their very best to ensure that Omicron and other variants will not be brought in. But of course, they are already there. Beijing is hoping that its tried and tested method of lockdowns and mass testing will work. It seems to have been working in Xi'an, which has been locked down for almost a month now. But it's definitely a very time-intensive and labour-intensive process. But the Chinese government will look at how well China is doing with regard to COVID-19 compared to many other countries and say it's well worth the effort.
Oliver, thanks very much. Oliver Farry, our correspondent, joining us there.